Cool. Here we go. Today, I have 4 players who will have a chance to win actual cash money, as long as they can keep up with each other and my wild whims and whimsies. Let's see if they can pass the buck. I'm Corey Anatato, and it's time to pop off. Hi everyone, I'm Corey Anatato, like I said, and my chroma key settings are far too sensitive. Welcome to Pop Off, a brand new game show from the minds at Pacdude Games, and thank you to Pop-Up Improv for hosting us on our first ever episode. As always, and I say as always to set up a false continuity that does not exist, because this is literally the first time any of us are trying this, joined with me as always is our judge and the mental prowess behind this entire game, Cat Carrion. Hello, Cat. I'm going to unmute you so we can talk. Hi, Cat.
Hi.
That might have done it. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
We're doing pretty good. Are you excited? Are you ready to go?
I am beyond thrilled. I can't wait to talk to people and remember how to use my voice and social skills.
Yeah, I mean, it's been so long since I've talked to anyone in any good capacity, so...
I'm right there with you.
Thank you. Let's go give away some money, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right. Let's play Pop Off. Nope. Now we can play Pop Off. Nope, that's the wrong button too. There it is. I know what all the buttons do. What I wanted to hit was this button. That one has the good one. You know, this is how this works. We're live. To explain to everyone how this show works, I have 4 contestants here. They're going to answer a bunch of questions. These are all very, very silly questions. They will attempt to keep answering our questions until someone messes up. If they get an answer wrong, they are popped off the line, and we keep playing until one person is remaining standing. When that happens, they go to the pressure cooker round where they have a chance to win $50 in cold, hard cash. Everyone go, woo.
Woo.
Very good. Very good job. Let us meet our contestants today. And again, my notes. Let's start with you. Heather. Hello, Heather.
Hello, Corey. How we doing? Vibe check. 2020 vibe check.
Oh, I remember when I was a child, I was warned by my grandfather about alligators in the highway, and that's when a truck strips the rubber treading off of its tire and goes flying, and the rubber just stays on the highway and gets trampled over and over. 2020 vibe.
Yeah, that's about the same. I mean, I feel like dumpster fire, it was like that used to be the top of the Mount Everest of horribleness, and now it's like, oh, I wish for a dumpster fire.
At least a dumpster fire keeps you warm and controls some trash.
It has a purpose, right?
It truly does.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, Heather Hurley. Like long walks on the beach. I'm a Libra. I know Corey from a little television show we were on together called The Chase back in
Netflix.
2013.
Heck
Check
yes.
us out. We did okay.
Good.
No,
We did
spoiler
good.
alert. We did
Yep.
good.
Sorry.
But yeah, so I do trivia. I have a day job. I work for the government for the man.
Ooh,
But
what part of the man?
I would tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
Oh, shit. Yeah, they do that.
Tell me.
Yeah.
No, stop!
Don't.
2020 sucks already. Who cares? Tell us
Yeah, we're
kill
all
us.
interested.
What
don't
the
wanna
hell? Couldn't be worse. So yeah, no, I work for the Library of Congress. So or Library of Congress. Who knows at this
Library of
So,
Congress.
point?
Of Congress.
Congress.
And it says on my card here that you are the reigning world champion of Mental Samurai.
Well, check your card. I'm the reigning grand champion of Mental
Excuse me.
Samurai. So
Excuse
close, but I mean, since this is a game about words and language, let's
That's a good
just
point.
right off the bat.
Good point.
Oh,
These cards are
library
very
people.
poorly printed. Yeah, so yeah, you are it's coming back for a second season, right?
It is soon-ish, I think. So with all these other game shows. So that has been like the one upside of pandemic for me, right? Game shows everywhere.
It's true. I mean, they're cheap to produce, and sometimes you can do them from home.
Anyway. Oh my god, look at that.
Yeah.
Would you look at that?
Look at us.
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
Thank you, Heather, for joining us, and we'll talk to you because that's how the game is played. Next up, let's talk to Katie. Hi, Katie.
Hi, Corey.
Continuing the connection of contestants who know me because it's the pilot. Me and Katie, why don't you tell the crowd how we know each other?
We know each other from improv. It took me a second. I was like, how did I meet you?
A long time ago.
Dude, anything post-March of this year is like...
Yeah.
Did that happen? Was it real? Who knows? Who cares? Because nothing is the same in the after times. Yeah,
Absolutely not.
Took improv classes together, and now we host a podcast together.
We definitely do host a podcast.
Shameless self-promotion. Like everyone else in quarantine. I made sourdough bread and started a podcast. Like
and you're growing plants. I feel like
millennial trash.
Yes, that's what it says right here. Yep, millennial trash. Got it. Great, thank you. And what do you do for a living, Katie? I should ask.
I am a PhD student, so I study public health.
When will you be Dr. Katie?
Stop.
Sometime between now and forever.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us tonight, Katie. Our next contestant is Alexa. No, not me. You. Not that you fucking little piece of shit. No, fuck you. I'm unplugging you for the whole fucking night. Now, how do you like it? How do you fucking like it? Huh? Play a song that I don't fucking have. Fuck you. All right.
Oh, no.
I wholeheartedly thought he was talking about
you're like an animal.
I echo that sentiment so much. I hate that stupid thing.
Did you just say you Amazon Echo that sentiment?
Shut the fuck up.
Goodbye. I'm done. I'm leaving. Goodbye forever. You're gonna have to do this game show without me.
It was right there. Alexa, tell us a little about yourself.
Hello. I'm Alexa, and I hate Jeff Bezos. He ruined my life. I'm an improviser. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm a teacher. I direct things sometimes when there's not a pandemic, but there is right now, so I don't direct very many things.
And tell us, what is a pandemic?
Oh, a pandemic are we playing? Are we fucking playing?
No. Yep. Round one. Explain COVID. Go.
A pandemic would be when there's a disease going around, and it's going it's going all the way around, like around the planet.
Well, now hold on. I'm pretty sure I read on Breitbart that that's not true.
Oh, if you read it on Breitbart, well. Did you check InfoWars?
Oh yeah, no, that's homepage. Please, come on.
Yeah, of course. Did Caitlin Bennett say that there's a pandemic? Because if Caitlin Bennett said there's no pandemic, there's no pandemic.
Perfect. Excellent. Thank you very much, Alexa. And welcome to all of you who are joining us from Alec Jones's rating of our stream. Thank you. And finally, we have Ryan. Hi, Ryan.
How's it going, Corey? How's life?
I mean, we're both Philadelphia sports fans, so not great.
That is true. It's all suffering.
Yeah,
it's pandemic, and then you put being a Philly sports fan on top of that.
Do I see a little Phillies poster behind you?
You see? Whoop.
Oh, yep.
Yes, you do. You'll see that one right there. I took down the other ones because I'm in full Eagles mode right now, but I deeply regret that.
If you can, you cannot see it. It is very.
I see your Flyers one.
Yeah, there's a Flyers one there, and then right there. Hello, Gritty.
Aw.
Yeah.
Gritty's always appreciated. No, that's yeah. So a lot like Katie, I also met you in improv, but we bonded over the Eagles because you were watching a game on your phone at Joe Squared.
Yep.
And
instead of talking to everyone else in our class.
Exactly. And as soon as I realized that I didn't have to talk to this guy, I could just sit next to him and watch the Eagles. That's was like, okay, I need to be on his game show.
Yep. There's nothing in the middle there nothing in the ellipses there that would have that
No,
led
they
is
have
a direct consequence.
Actually, that event happened. I want to say in like the fall, and then I haven't spoken to you since until right now.
You're absolutely right. Through no fault of my own. So those are our 4 contestants. Let's go back to Kat. Hi, Kat.
Hi.
You should tell the world how we know each other.
You're my dad.
Yep, correct.
No, yeah,
it is past your bedtime.
It is, and
I was just like, yeah, okay, yeah, that tracks. Sure.
I met you at the second game show marathon. My husband Christian is your friend.
He is.
And I'm a human person who's been near your body, so that's how we know each other. So I'm like, okay, recognize face, and then now we're friends. That's all. It's all it takes for me. I'm a very simple unit, so that's how I know you.
And in this day and age, met you in person and stood next to you, rarity.
Yeah,
like I had no cloth anywhere in this general vicinity, so we got to fully experience the lip sweat and the little pores that get too big when you're excited. So it was nice.
We're nothing but pores.
Yeah,
nothing but pores and sweat.
I miss
baby.
lip sweat.
Yeah,
same.
A little bit right there.
Yep, just glistens. Like, oh, is there something? Oh no, you're just moist. All right. So, Kat, you're going to be our judge today. I'm going to be our host, and then we have 4 eager contestants. And right below me, as you can see on my screen, is El Jackpot. Currently is at $1. I'm going to ask our contestants a series of questions that are on these cards here. If you give me an answer that fits, that fulfills the brief of the question, I will put 25 cents into the jackpot. If you give me an answer that does not fit the question, either judged by me or our judge Kat, you will be eliminated from the round if the next person in line can give a correct answer. Incorrect answers put you under pressure. The next correct answer will pop you off the line. Once one person remains, you will go to our bonus round where you will have a chance to win even more money. So I'm very excited because this is the first game show that is guaranteed to lose me money. Which my wife is watching. Sorry, honey. I should have told you. No, I think she knows. All right. Is everyone ready to play?
Yeah.
Do it.
All righty.
Zipped all the way up.
There it is. Zip all the way up. Get the pressure going, because we all know that your best ideas come when your Adam's apple has pressure applied to it. Let's play Pop Off. So I'm going to start with Heather. Hello, Heather.
Hello.
I'm going to ask you a question, and then you just give me an answer. And here is the question, along with a little bit of an explanation about the question. So, question number 1. Name something that goes on top of something else. For example, a coaster goes on top of a table. And no, you can't say that one, because I said that one. So, Heather, name something that goes on top of something else.
A roof goes on top of a house.
Yep, absolutely right. Alexa, you're next.
Yes, that's me.
The same question. I'm gonna ask everyone the same question, and then you give me the answer. So name something that goes on top of something else.
Icing goes on top of a cake.
Absolutely, it does.
I'm hungry.
Mio, same. Katie.
A Christmas tree topper goes on top of a Christmas tree.
That makes a whole lot of sense.
Yes.
There's $1.75 in the bank, and Ryan, you are the 4th person in line. So I'd like you to name something that goes on top of something else.
Pepperoni goes on top of a pizza.
Ooh, very good. So now that we've all gone around, we've all given correct answers, we all now kind of understand how this game works. Now, from here on out, if anyone repeats an answer given, so for instance, if someone says anchovies go on top of a pizza, you've repeated the essence of an answer. Please do not repeat the essence of an answer. You will be put under pressure. Heather, we're back to you. $2 in the bank. Name something that goes on top of something else.
A hat goes on top of a head.
Absolutely. Sure. Alexa.
A lid goes on top of a cup.
A lid does go on top of a cup. Katie.
Sheets go on top of a bed.
Unless you are bad at making beds, that is correct. Ryan.
Katie stole mine, so we're gonna Hail Mary this here.
Okay.
paint goes onto a canvas?
I am going to check with our judge, Kat. Kat, the question was name something that goes on top of something else. He said paint on a canvas. Will you accept that answer?
Oh, that feels good for me.
Feels good for you? All right, well, yep, you're good. If she's good, then we put 25 more cents into the bank. Remember, if at any point you do give an answer that I find questionable or strange or otherwise I don't feel like making a decision on it, I'm going to say, wait, hold up, and then you will get a chance to explain yourself. Heather, we're back to you. We're still naming things that go on top of other things.
Yeah, sesame seed goes on top of a bun.
Yeah, it does. Wow. Absolutely. Alexa.
Cherry goes on top of a sundae.
Yeah, we have not hit the... It's all food from here. It's all food from here on out. Katie.
A mountain climber goes on top of a mountain?
Yeah, I will allow for that. Ryan.
Butter goes on top of toast.
Absolutely. Absolutely right. Heather.
Lipstick goes on top of lips.
Kat, I'm calling on you. That's your sound. I assume.
I like that sound.
Yeah, it really sounds like cat. I would say if paint goes on a canvas, then lipstick can go on a lips.
Lipstick surely goes upon lips.
Cat has spoken. Alexa.
Sheets go on top of a bed.
Oh, that has already been said. Yeah, Katie said sheets go on a bed. So sorry, Alexa, but you are under pressure. Katie, to knock Alexa out of this round, I just need you to name one more thing that goes on top of one more thing.
A lampshade goes on top of a lamp.
That's absolutely right. Well done, Katie and Alexa. I'm so sorry, but you are out of our first game. Everyone, I will let you know that if we have time, because, we will have time. We're going to play another game once all these other jokers are out of here, and then you'll be right back in it. Alrighty, so hang tight with us. Katie, you knocked out someone. How do you feel?
I'm just naming things that are in the room I'm in.
It's
not a particular achievement.
It's another way to win a game. Just to name things around you. That's how you win life.
What's on top of stuff in here?
That only works when you play game shows at home, because when you do it in the studio, all you see is teleprompter. Sorry for the last time we asked you the capital of Colombia. So we're moving on to round two. We're going to start with the player who is next in line, and that is going to be Ryan. Ryan, hello.
Hello.
Are you ready to start the next round?
Next round, new question?
New question.
Hot dang, let's do it.
And that is this button. Ryan.
Corey.
Here's the question. Name a food. Alexa, this would have been perfect for you.
Oh, man.
Ryan, name a food that starts with the last letter of the previously mentioned food.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm going to start with grape.
Egg.
Correct. Heather.
Gouda?
Sure. I'll accept Gouda. Katie.
Apple.
Apple does start with A, which Gouda ends with. Ryan, we're back to you. There's $5 in the bank.
Enchilada.
Yep. Enchilada is good. Heather?
Anchovy?
Anchovy is correct. Katie, now you have an issue. A, how do you spell anchovy? And B, what starts with that?
Yogurt.
Yogurt is correct. Ryan?
Tofu.
Tofu. Heather?
Umami?
Is umami a food?
No.
Yeah.
It's a flavor hole. It's a sensation for your flavor hole.
I feel like
That's
if
what I
we
wanted to
define food as something that you can subsist on, then certainly a flavor, the very essence of food, would qualify as a food.
I would disagree because you can't. There's no vitamins in umami. Umami is a sensation.
It's a feeling. It's a substance. It's a sustenance.
Look,
I mean, I kind of live on fear. Like, in that, fear is my food.
I'm just gonna say,
the food of love. Music is the food of love. Umami is the food of food. I think Shakespeare wrote that. That's definitely in a sonnet.
Where'd you pull that from? Holy mackerel.
Umami is the food of food.
Did we just enter another dimension? What just happened?
Umami is the food of food. Kat, are you buying this horse shit?
You know what?
What?
I'm buying this horse shit.
Fine.
One, I mean, impassioned speech. Umami is the food of
That's
food.
true. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah. And I feel like if I can eat fear, which I do every day, I can eat umami. I can do that. That's fine.
All right. Umami is in. Katie, you're up. How do you spell umami and what starts with that letter?
Nice.
All right. Hold on. Now, is ice a food?
Oh no, you are not about to fucking tell me that.
Yeah,
ice
wait a minute.
But fucking umami is a food. Like
There's
that's
no
like
food.
saying that's like saying like bitter is a food. Like you can at least actually consume ice. Okay.
But so.
Okay, wait, hear me out.
I'll set this one out.
Ice is
go,
a
Kat.
food because if you put enough red 40 in it, it's, oh my god, you could sell it for like $3.99 at Sheetz. It's totally a food.
They do that.
They already do it. We didn't even make that up.
I feel like I've lost complete control of this already, and it's question
It has
2.
been like 8 seconds.
You
Ryan,
open the floodgates with umami.
Ryan, name a food that starts with the last letter of the previously mentioned food.
Previously mentioned food. Let's go with eggplant.
Ooh, I'm glad you said plant. Correct. Heather.
Tempura shrimp.
Okay.
Okay, but quick question. That didn't start with the, because eggplant is a T and emperor.
Tempura.
Tempura shrimp. I was like, what's an emperor shrimp? That sounds terrifying.
I'm prepared to argue for emperor shrimp if I must.
I didn't know what an emperor shrimp was. And I was like, I've seen lots of things. It sounds like a very large shrimp.
Yeah, no, I think Ryan is correct. Emperor shrimp is a lobster.
Sorry, everyone.
No,
Sorry.
it's absolutely fine.
You lost me at the umami speech. You gained me at the emperor shrimp, which is a lobster. Just go.
Katie, name a food that starts with the last letter of the previously mentioned food. Pierogi. Ryan.
Oh gosh, my spelling is not confident here.
Uh-oh. 5 seconds.
Edibles.
No, I'm sorry. You did not beat the buzzer. Kat, would you have given him any points for edibles?
I mean, we played umami.
Alexa's like,
ice.
Yes, that's food.
This entire board needs
English
to
teacher, so I'm not going to comment on that.
It does have the word edible in it, which then makes it a food.
Yeah. Well, here's the question: Does pierogi end with an I or an E?
I thought it ended with an I, and I'll show you that I've been writing down pierogi ? Lots of times, and I'm just doing IE, IY. I think it ends with an I.
I do too. So for a variety of different reasons, Ryan, you are under pressure. Heather, so pierogi doesn't count. Pierogi is not the previously mentioned food. Can you name? I'm sorry, not pierogi. Edibles is not the previously mentioned food. Pierogi is. Can you name a food that starts with the last letter of the previously mentioned food?
Which was pierogi, which ends in an I or an E.
That's up to you to decide.
Oh, it's up to me.
Well, it's up to us, but you have to figure out. You have to suss that one out.
Then I will roll the dice with edamame.
Kat, I think I'm gonna have to Google it at this point.
I feel like it ends in an I, but I know edamame is a food.
Yeah, oh yeah,
What
no,
can
there's.
I say? I'm number one. I know all the foods. So
I would say that I'm not questioning whether edamame is a food. No,
I know. I enjoy letting you know what I know, which is edamame is a food. It's green, and it's small.
Here's a new thing in iOS 14 for all you iPhone users. In your accessibility settings, now there is not just a speak the text that you highlight. There is also a spell the text that you have highlighted. And this is straight from Wikipedia.
So you know it's good.
Capital P-I-E-R-O-G-I.
And that's it. So I can't give you edamame.
Wait. Before you don't give her that point, check InfoWars.
Yep. Oh, hold on. Infowars.com. So wait. So the pierogi puts the microchip via the sour cream.
Oh no!
I'll just say it. You don't see that on CNN. That's all.
No,
I'm saying.
you do not.
That's all I'm saying.
No.
Katie, you are in a very precarious situation here. There are two players under pressure, which means that if you give me a correct answer, now that you have extra information, after two people completely shit the bricks, you will move on to the bonus round because you'll be the last person standing. And you'll take home whatever's in the bank. So with that in mind, one final answer.
Are you ready for this? Are we ready for this?
I don't think so.
I don't know if anyone's ready. Injera. It is an Ethiopian bread. You can Google it. I'm pretty sure it starts with an I. Now I don't know. Oh, shit.
It's similar to a crepe, and it is spelled.
It's really good.
It is spelled with an I. Well done. Katie, you are our first round champion. Congratulations. You did a 2-for-1, I suppose is what we'll call that, in which you destroyed all of your opponents in one fell swoop. And now it is time for you to go to the bonus round. Are you ready to play?
I guess.
All right, let's
sure,
move on.
I'm really hungry.
We all.
Same.
Oh, well, then you're going to love this bonus
Okay.
round topic. Let's go to the pressure cooker. You'd think there'd be more music there, but
think
my
there would
podium
be.
changes.
I had it in my head. Did you see the little dance I was anticipating?
I loved it. I must tell you, it's a sick theme. I'm really proud of the theme song I found.
It's a bop.
Thank you. Here's how the bonus round works. You can see right under my chin on this. I didn't really do the math right on where I would be sitting and how big this would be. So this very tiny desk I'm behind, you can see, hello, I got a card, and I'm here. This card has a question on it. The question has 10 predetermined answers. I have predetermined the 10 answers. I will give you 60 seconds to try to name as many of the answers as you can on this card. For each one you get right, I'll add some money to the bank. You get one right, you get $1. You get two right, you get $2. If you get all 10 right, in 60 seconds, I will give you, on top of your $7.25 that you have already earned, I will give you $50 in cash. Awooga.
Holy shit.
I also need to write down that Katie won $7.25.
I
know
where you
I could
live.
just watch the
I
replay
know
on.
where you live.
This is a good point. I know where you live, and I've seen where you sleep. This would also be a good time to mention that I could rewatch this anytime I want at popupimprov.com.
Where everyone can see where Corey sleeps.
Yes, it's true. Hello. Katie, I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock. They're already there. When I say go, that's when the time will start. All right?
Okay.
For $50, here is the question. Name 10 specific things I enjoy eating in a sandwich. On your marks, get set, go.
Ham, cheese, lettuce, mayonnaise, mustard,
Mustard.
pickles, bologna, Jesus, hamburger, peanut butter, jelly. Oh, what goes in a sandwich? Zucchini.
30 seconds.
Egg salad.
Eggs.
Chicken salad. Sausage. Bacon.
Bacon.
I said cheese. Thousand Island dressing. Onions, tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
What I said, lettuce.
Time. That was very. I mean, that was very good. However,
eating sandwiches.
Yeah. So as my partner on a podcast, I feel like you should have gotten more of these, but I don't think we've talked about sandwiches too much.
Is this game show just a ploy to shame us for not being as good of friends as we should be?
Surprise! I finally have my comeuppance. I get to destroy everyone who leeches off of me for fame and fortune.
Also, I don't know how people on real game shows, like, I mean, this is a real game show, but like game shows with like audiences and like thousands of dollars at stake, that was very stressful.
Oh, well, part of it is I'm very good at invoking game show emotions, but part of it is
a lot of anxiety.
Perfect. Heather, you can attest to the fact
show host.
That's it.
That's the one.
That's it.
Yeah.
Let's go over the answers that you didn't get. Here are all 10 things I enjoy eating in a sandwich. Pastrami, delicious. Roast beef, also great. You said cheese, but I needed you to say Munster cheese, specifically Munster. You got eggs and bacon, which is great. Nutella. You said peanut butter. I was hoping you'd get to Nutella. Love Nutella. Mustard. You did not say mustard. You said mayonnaise, but you skipped over mustard. Yeah. Tomatoes, you said. Ketchup. I love eating ketchup sandwiches, especially when I'm sad, because it's very sad food to eat. Yep.
I'm sorry,
Yep.
we need to talk about that later.
Oh, and the last one, ice cream. I love me.
Butthead.
I love me. You can
That's not a technicality. It's a sandwich.
I mean, it's in the name. Fuck off. All right. You got $4, which means that right now your current total is $11.50. Congratulations, Katie. Now you hit the button to go back. Oh, I went all the way back. That's fine.
New game.
New game. We are gonna play. We have enough time. What time is it? 10. We have a half hour left. So let's play one more game of Pop Off.